It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Panthers and the Cowboys. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led, of course, by their second-year quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be second down. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. And leading him out from UNC in his 5th season, it's Mitchell Trubisky.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And you have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now Abdullah, the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Runs through the contact. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 24 carries, 80 yards.
We all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Burrow. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Play action. It's Trubisky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Trubisky will throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did, because he was on the run. Normally, when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. A handoff. It's Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 52 yards. They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points. This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone? Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for. Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum? And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle. Able to power through. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
counter play with Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And that's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch, either covering with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he is inching closer to that 100-yard mark.
And that's the goal. That's the benchmark that every runner in the NFL is trying to get to. And he's locked in on it pretty well right now. And I would suspect that his linemen are locked in pretty well, too. They know that if a guy gets over 100 yards, they've done a great job, too.
You think every starter sort of has the number 100 in his mind before a game?
I guarantee that they do. That's what they think about. That's what they dream about. That's what they visualize during practice all week. 100 yards, because once you get there, it's almost like you hit that number, boom, you might even get to 2.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They go play action with Burrow. And complete, right side to Cook. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This defense really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recruit with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Burrow loses the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down.
This is swung out to Eckler.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now it's Trubisky. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Austin Eckler
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
On 3rd down and short and everything well executed. He not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Burrow on 1st down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And Cook has it left side. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Burrow on play action.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jordan Akins as time expires in the first half.
And the Panthers get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina, and they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. It's Eckler again. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Now Trubisky. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. He hits Beasley right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
David Onyemata there on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Eckler is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Now Abdullah, the return.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Gregory Rousseau, the rookie from Miami, in there to bring him down.
They go play action with Burrow. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll get this to Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Trubisky will throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panthers sack. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. To try again after the sack. Trubisky wide open. Amari Cooper. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Burrow looking to pass. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever, and I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
From the 22, Burrow. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
Oh, always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And Burrow going to throw again.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete.
De'Ami Brown, the intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down. Draw play, it's Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wear down the other defense. We'll see. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Again, it's Burrow. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
To throw, Burrow.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Here's Burrow.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now Burrow.
Matt Milano in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. Over the middle here to Brown.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Dallas, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.